in a crowded Western Conference.
He is doing a great job. Thank you, D.A. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Russell. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Okogie in its small forward. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovic out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question, I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
Conley kicks to Bogdanovic. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson with the block. They get it back, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Conley against Russell. Pass to Okogie.
Come get it.
Here's Russell.
Watch the pick.
Uncovered. That one goes in.
Man, what a nice read, boy. Exquisite. Perfect timing by D'Angelo off the pick and roll.
And here is Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant right before the draft that deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that third star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk.
And the first one drops.
And I'll tell you who I feel for. The Wolves fans. One playoff appearance in the last 15 years.
Yeah, and you know, they've had some exciting talent in Minnesota, guys, but they've done very little winning with that talent. I think the good news, though, when you want to spin it positively, they still have that talent, and a lot of the talent is young.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin, and he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
And the basket by Okogie.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Conley against Russell. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Towns. Gobert with the defensive effort.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Conley against Beasley. Conley the pass to Mitchell. Gobert finds Bogdanovic. That puts them in the lead.
On the perimeter and on the inside, too, Bogdanovic able to put points on the board.
Russell inside, covered by Conley. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul, and he's on his way to the free throw line.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10, right at him, get to the rack.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Shooting one.
free throw, no good for Russell. And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovic, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
And here's Conley outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Conley's got 5.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
Passes it to Towns. The 3. Gobert pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
O'Neal misses.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
And the basket by Okogie.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Outside Conley. There's the dish to Gobert. He kicks it to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Here's O'Neal. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
And let's check out the stats for Johnson. Some last season stats for him. Last season, put up about 7 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Just 4 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And it's Mitchell missing. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one following a loss to the Rockets in Houston. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
And, you know, even though in today's game floor spacing is all the rage, the last 5 years the Wolves attempted the fewest threes in the league. And when they did shoot them, they didn't make very many of them. 2.
And he makes the first. And on top of their troubles from range, the Wolves have also had trouble on the defensive glass.
Yeah, and if you can't rebound and you're not shooting it well, you've got to figure out who you're going to be. Your identity is in question. That's what the Wolves are trying to figure out. Who are we? What do we do well? How do we win? How do we succeed? To get to the next level, they've got to answer that question.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. It's a 3-point game. Last time they met was in Minnesota, where they beat the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off. He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Johnson kicks to Russell. Pass to Towns. The tray doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Utah the other way. Bogdanovic passes to Mitchell. Here's Conley over Russell. And that one goes long. And the pass to Beasley. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Conley against Russell. Conley with it. He's got 5. 5 on the clock. Outside Bogdanovic. And that one falls coming off Conley's feed. Bogdanovic has got 5 now.
Unfazed by the defense, Bogdanovic with the quick trigger.
Russell passes to Towns. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And now a look at Rudy Gobert here. Coming off a terrific season. First in shooting percentage. Third in blocks. And one of the league's most ferocious rebounders. Always working. He was top 5 in that category.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You could count on one hand the number of bad shots he took. And it's Bogdanovic off the drive.
You know, you look at Bojan Bogdanovic, and he's not uber athletic. I mean, he doesn't blow you away with his athleticism, but he's heady, and he's tough, and that makes him effective.
The Jazz shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
And, you know, Bogdanovic played for 10 years in Europe before coming to the NBA. Just now coming into his prime, but he's got a lot of pro experience.
Omari Spellman has come in for the Timberwolves. Ricky Rubio comes in for D'Angelo Russell. No luck that time either.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
To the inside. And the basket by Okogie. 6 points for him. And growing up in the European system, Clark, 2 practices a day, drilling those fundamentals. Bogdanovic with a complete offensive game.
Yeah, you can see the fruit of all that labor, Kevin. He's very efficient offensively, doesn't waste motion or dribbles. And he's not content to be a one-way player. He's challenged himself to defend at a higher level.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested. Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Utah's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Conley dishes to Mitchell. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy. Man.
Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Okogie misses. Jazz trail by 4. Mitchell outside. Back to O'Neal. Gobert against Towns. 5 to shoot. Here's O'Neal. It doesn't go for him. Towns with the defensive effort. Minnesota leading by 4. Okogie, the pass to Spellman. Can't get it to fall.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Conley against Rubio. Takes it from 10, and the jumper falls for him. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
All right, you know, we talk about making plays. Rubio would rather not take the shot from distance, so he does the smart thing, drives it right in.
Outside, Bogdanovic. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Rubio. Good work defensively by Conley.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Up top, Gobert really struggled in the loss against Oklahoma City. Out to Conley. Shoots over Rubio. That misses off the backboard. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Okogie. He has 6. O'Neal with the defensive effort. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Gobert. Mitchell left side. Here's Bogdanovic. Beasley with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Rubio's got the ball, and that one drops.
Well, this is where his sweet spot is. Rubio at his best in the open court. Knows how to finish in that environment.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Gobert kicks to Conley. And it's Bogdanovic in the corner. Fades away. Count that as his fourth basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Stolen by O'Neal. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Throws it up high.
Attacking the defense with the pass there, Kevin. Rubio, the great vision. Then no hesitation on the delivery.
Rubio against Conley. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. That one doesn't go. Towns with the defensive effort.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Mitchell against Rubio. Out to Conley. Passes to Gobert. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Mitchell's got 7.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Back to Rubio. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Towns. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Rubio looking around. Now Beasley had a tough time getting anything going against the Rockets. He was a non-factor. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
I tell you what, it should absolutely be illegal for a 7-footer to be able to leave the ground that fast, but Towns has made it legal.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
The Jazz have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And so he hits both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Rubio outside. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead, leading by just 1. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley, said his inspiration growing up was none other than Gary Payton.
He's one of my favorite players growing up. I had Gary Payton jersey, had the shoes, everything. So when I looked at a player, I was like, you know, he plays on both ends. I want to be able to do that too.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Payton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Ricky Rubio, and it's Towns in at the 5 down low. Pass to Spellman. He dishes it to Rubio. Over Mitchell. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovic has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years, competes defensively. He's a player.
Here's Mitchell. It's tipped. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. James Johnson checked in for the Timberwolves. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Ricky Rubio.
Mitchell.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Bogdanovic wide open, but they'll get another chance. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. And the Jazz lead by 1.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
And Russell gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Clarkson. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Russell. The Timberwolves have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Now the pass to Towns. Clarkson against Russell. Up and in on the layup. And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
The drive by Mitchell. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
To the paint, here's Russell. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 10 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
For Utah, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Now, here's Mitchell. 11 points for him in that last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Outside, Towns. That one off the back iron and out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Clarkson kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Bogdanovic. From the wing. Ingles can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Johnson. Rebound, Utah.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Outside, Towns. kicks to Russell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And the free throw, no good. And the last 2 years, Karl Anthony Towns getting a rap as a bad defender. Clark, you think that's fair to say?
You know what, Kevin? I don't think it's as fair as it once was. He's not nearly the defensive liability he used to be. He's better defensively one-on-one, and I think he's improved in his ability to switch and rotate on smaller players.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. Well, he's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players and switches. He straddles those 2 needs better than anyone in the league.
Shooting 2.
A free throw drops for Gobert. Clark, among the bigs, which one do you think runs the floor the best?
Boy, I tell you, Anthony Davis is gazelle-like, and this guy is north of 7 feet tall and is just agile and quick in getting up and down. I think I'd put him at the top of the list. Clint Capella is in that category, and Giannis Antetokounmpo as well, but a lot of times he has the ball and is taking it rack to rack.
He does. He brings it up like a guard, and no one can stop him.
Nobody can stop that guy when he gets coming downhill at you.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Mitchell outside. Clarkson finds Gobert. Now, here's Ingles. There's the call on James Johnson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
On defense, Minnesota. Pass to Ingles. Jacks up a 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after him. Gobert with the block. Here we go, 1-on-1. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Nice strong move there by Clarkson. He'll get free throws.
And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
You know, one of those rare 2nd-round picks who played well immediately. Clarkson was 1st team All-Rookie and continues to develop.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 12 in the 2nd quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
And the young Timberwolves head coach Ryan Saunders, son of former Minnesota coach Flip Saunders, about as great of a pedigree you could ask for.
as a young coach?
Well, guys, you've heard me talk about the DNA when it relates to players. It's the same with coaches. I mean, Ryan has grown up seeing his dad coach at a high level, the late Flip Saunders, one of our favorites in the business. He spent his whole life around basketball, so he has a great way with players and a real good understanding of the game, to a modern-day approach for a young coach.
Let's take a look at Joe Ingles. Here are his numbers. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 12 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
And here's Culver. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Feeds it to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Outside, Towns. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Bogdanovic, no luck.
You know, he hasn't made any threes this quarter after sinking just the one in the first.
Outside, Russell. Lets a floater go. No good on that one. And it's Utah the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. And that one good from Clarkson.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Stolen by Clarkson. Mitchell in the corner. Clarkson against Johnson. In close. And Culver pulls it down.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Minnesota shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. O'Neal's checked in for Bogdanovic, and it's Conley in for Donovan Mitchell. And that one misses. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
Pass to Towns. And it's good, 2 points. Towns has got 6 points.
Boy, you got to do better to root Towns out of there. I mean, he's a really polished scorer inside.
The pass to Gobert. Out to Conley. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Conley. From the arc. It's rebounded by Towns. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Rockets. Conley scanning the floor. Gobert the pass to Clarkson. Outside Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ingles finds Clarkson. High arcing shot. Nice D from Russell.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Clarkson with the ball. He's got 7. Got a piece of it.
And great positioning there from Culver. That's what allowed him to get the block.
Ingles, that's for 2. But they get it back. Gobert, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Here's Towns. There's the call on James Johnson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Utah leading. And there's 1:45 left to play in the first half. Clarkson against Russell. Lets it go from 14. The second effort. Gobert can't hit. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Russell gets it to go on the assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists in the game. Conley against Rubio. Conley the pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Clarkson kicks to Conley. Clock at 6. Right wing. Lets it go with a 3. That shot off. Good D by Rubio. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And Towns throws it down.
And no help on that one. Towns, long strides. It all the way to the rack. Way to go, big fella.
Passes it to Conley. Clarkson taking his time here. Grabs the rebound again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Towns kicks to Russell. Pass to Culver.
Get there.
Utah with the rebound. Gobert's. O'Neal high post. Ripped away. Here's Towns. Oh, and the jam by Towns. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 17 rebounds.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
D'Angelo Russell getting it done for Minnesota. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Karl Anthony Towns. An impressive first half and a nice start for you guys. How did that happen?
I mean, yeah, we had some great days of practice. You know, this is what happens when you got some days off.
Got the spring in your step again. Thanks, Karl Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly better team. Not by very much, however. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some energy, and then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, you want to try to hold your opponent under 50% shooting. That has not happened. Defensively, they're allowing way too many good looks. They need to do a better job of shutting down the lane, as well as closing out on shooters.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovic. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And it's Bogdanovic off the drive. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's a Kogi. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, you've got to give a lot of credit to Josh Okogie. I mean, he was the 20th pick in the 2018 draft and really well ahead of the curve as a rookie, and even saw starter minutes later on in the season. Well, that's a great get for them.
That free throw missing. And meteoric rises not uncommon for Okogie.
Yeah, and Okogie's done a really nice job kind of turning the impression of him around because he wasn't highly touted in college, but I tell you what, he's proven to be an impact player because of how he can defend and shoot.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Johnson's checked in, and he sinks the second. Here's Conley. Dishes to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the right block. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Russell against Conley. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And, you know, once Russell catches fire now, let him eat. I mean, he's got the ability to take over games with his scoring.
Russell against Conley. To the right side. O'Neal passes to Conley. And it's Russell with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. The pass to Okogie. A three-pointer off the mark. The Jazz shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Johnson with the block. 4-on-3 break. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Mitchell is doubled. Gobert with a wide open look. Another miss by Utah.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
To the left wing. Here's Okogie. 7 points in the game. Here's Johnson. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound in this one. Mitchell left side. Shoots. Here's Bogdanovic. Banked in off the glass. Bogdanovic has got 11.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Russell. The kick out to Towns. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Mitchell. An easy 2 points on the layup. Mitchell's got 20.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pass to Okogie. Over O'Neal. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
High post, Gobert. Towns on him. Gobert down low. Defended by Towns. The score now all even. And it's 8 points for Mike Conley.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Outside, Towns. Back to Russell. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. And Bogdanovic kicks to Conley. For the lead, and the rejection by Towns.
A tremendous shot blocker in college, Kevin. Towns has packed that part of his game and brought it with him to the next level.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Beasley, the pass to Towns. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Okogie. He's got 7. Outside, Towns. No good on the 3.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Passes it to Gobert. Another shot. He lays it in. Now it's a 3-point Utah lead.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
Yeah, they have the advantage, a big one in second chance points. Those extra possessions really help an offense, and it demoralizes the defense.
Bogdanovic dishes to Conley. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. Conley's got 10.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now the dish to Mitchell. Mitchell is double. Looking for Bogdanovic, and he gets it there.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
The shot's good. And that's now 22 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Boy, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
Conley against Russell. Outside, Bogdanovic. He dishes it to Gobert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Johnson.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
And the first one at the line is good. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Clark, you ever think we'll see a player coach in the NBA again?
I don't think so, Kevin. The role is just so demanding. You know, it requires so much, and there's so much scrutiny now. I don't think you can effectively play and coach in this day and age. No, I don't think you'll see it now.
Last one we saw was Dave Cowens back in the late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And that's a long time ago, man.
With the Boston Celtics.
Yep.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Jazz?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Davis has checked in for Rudy Gobert.
Shooting one.
A free throw good from Moutier.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Here's Russell. Towns trying to get open. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Russell. Rubio against Moutier. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Pass to Russell. Fires the three. Here's Towns. And the layup falls. Towns has got 16 points.
Good luck trying to keep Cat off the glass. Karl Anthony Towns loves mixing it up down low and getting after those second chances.
There's the pass to Bogdanovic. The three-pointer, no good.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Rubio against Moutier. Now, here's Rubio. Defense is right there. Beasley inside. Ingles covering. And it's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Spellman's checked in. Utah leading by 8. Now, Moutier. He kicks to Mitchell. And it's Davis at the elbow. Pass to Moutier. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Jazz.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Russell against Mitchell. A floater. Here's Towns. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, I tell you what, so hard trying to corral Towns. He's got excellent strength, good feet, good hands, and he's got a will to score the ball that you've got to appreciate.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
The free throw drops for Towns. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable three-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Up top, Russell, covered by Mitchell. Russell, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Bogdanovic finds Mitchell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
And you ask around, his coaches and teammates love Donovan Mitchell. The way he carries himself, really infectious, upbeat, but also a born competitor.
First free throw is good. And going into the 2017 draft, Mitchell was a sleeper. Maybe even Greg to himself, he wasn't sure he was ready to make that leap.
And you know, Kevin, it was the NBA players he was working out with in the summertime who told him, man, you're ready right now. And a season that saw him second in Rookie of the Year votes validated that and built his confidence.
And so he makes both from the line. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. Passes to Towns. Pass to Spellman. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Outstanding vision from Karl Anthony Towns. Not only is he willing to give it up, but he's ready to find his teammates when they're open.
Here's Moutier, and Moutier throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it. You know, early in his career, there were questions surrounding D'Angelo Russell's maturity, and understandably so. That's the case with most young players. But of late, in his case, his improvement as a player and his growth as a person is impressive.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And beginning his career at the Lakers, coaches wanted Russell to take a more serious approach.
Yeah, you know what? I think his last year there, losing the trust of his teammates, probably woke him up a bit. Sometimes you got to go through the adversity to recognize what you need to change. It's not enough to just put up numbers. You've got to be a professional in how you go about your business, and plenty to like about where D'Angelo Russell is and where he's headed.
Moutier kicks to Mitchell. From 11 feet away, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Now the pass to Russell, outside Towns. Kicks it out to Rubio. From outside, off the mark. And it's Davis with the ball for the Utah Jazz. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. From deep Ingles. And it's Russell with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Unloads. Another miss by Minnesota. Utah leading by 12. Now here's Moutier and the rejection by Towns. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You know, Towns is a really solid passer for a big guy. Excellent basketball IQ and sees the floor really well. Nice pass.
The Timberwolves shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10.
One shot.
That's good from Beasley. And here's Clarkson. Over Russell. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action after this word. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can bring it.
Well, he's trying to get them to maintain that edge right now.
And solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Also, Ricky Rubio's out there. Malik Beasley out there with Towns. And it's Spellman in at the 4 spot.
Hey, I can't overstate it. I mean, as a defense in transition, you have to locate Russell before he finds the bottom of the net. You got to get to him quickly.
Ingles. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got 3 assists tonight. Russell passes to Towns. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Towns.
Boy, despite his youth, I love the attitude Towns has because it's infectious and he seems to have the attributes of a genuine leader.
Moutier with the ball. Outside Bogdanovic. Just 5 to shoot. Towns with the steal. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Moutier against Rubio. Back to Towns. 6 to shoot. And the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That is his first foul of the game. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Moutier. Minnesota also with the sub. Okogie's checked in for Malik Beasley. Pass to Okogie. Out to Russell. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. Rebound, Utah. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Now, here's Ingles. He's guarded closely. The feed to Clarkson. Passes it to Bogdanovic. Trying to get open is Davis. Bogdanovic, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 6. Russell left side. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his 7th assist in the game.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Conley dishes to Clarkson. With the teardrop and the rejection by Towns. Pass to Okogie. And the layup is good. Now just a 2-point Jazz lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the Jazz call time here.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
A different look for Utah. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. And Royce O'Neal subbed in for Joe Ingles. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. This is a close game, as you know, but he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
You know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here is Conley. Now Clarkson. And again with the rebound.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
Oh, GA, he is crashing the glass with energy. I love it. And Bogdanovic kicks to O'Neal. Second shot opportunity. And another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are 3 points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Outside, Russell. Wide open look. And that one hits back iron. Jazz have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Ricky Rubio picks one up. First one falls for him. And the Timberwolves making a change here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Timberwolves trail by 4. And it's Russell at the elbow. Here's Towns. Doesn't go for him. Gobert with the defensive effort. Clarkson against Russell. Gobert, the pass to O'Neal. Outside Conley. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. In the corner, it's Clarkson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got 4 assists now tonight. And the Timberwolves call time here.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Here's Russell. Outside, Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Out left to the wing. Russell with a wide-open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Russell's got 33.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunities.
And the pass to Gobert. And the basket is good.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Conley against Russell. Kicks it to Towns. Gobert with the block. Clarkson up top. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And this is the advantage Clarkson has. I mean, he's a big combo guard and can convert through contact.
Throw good. Clarkson. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Okogie. Knocked away. Stolen by Clarkson. Now, here is O'Neal. Dishes it to Conley. Pass to Clarkson. And here's Gobert. To the inside. Just 5 on the clock. Conley gets the bucket.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
They get it back. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by O'Neal. Moving it up. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Timberwolves trail by 11. To the middle, here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Doesn't take a lot for Towns to catch fire. He's a confident, sweet-shooting big guy. Can score on anyone from anywhere.
Conley dishes to Bogdanovic. Shoots over Towns. He's off on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's Okogie. The dish to Towns. From 17 feet out, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
The inside-outside game of Towns very solid. Not many big men can match him in that department.
Clarkson kicks to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Clarkson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. He's off on the first. Beasley's checked in for the Timberwolves. He hits the second from the line. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing here by 8. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. And they're in the thick of this long road run. That's the 3rd of 7 straight on the road.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And the basket by Okogie.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Here's Clarkson. Passes it to Gobert. Conley against Russell. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Okogie. Gobert pulls it in. Utah leading by 8. Here's Clarkson. And he makes good on the layup.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
Exactly. I mean, finding their stride offensively, and they're on top on the scoreboard, and things are looking pretty good for them right now.
Here's Conley. Johnson with the block. Out to Russell. Beyond the arc. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. 36 points for D'Angelo Russell.
You know, with good form, a quick release, and a nice feel, Russell's comfortable in catch and shoot situations.
And the Jazz call time here. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
And guys, it's been a rugged brand of defense he's played. I don't know why they keep taking the ball at him. It seems like every time they have, he's come up with the rejection. And with every block, he's only gotten more and more fired up.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. That's another rebound.
And he's just eating glass right now.
Greg, 30 rebounds in this one. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Stolen by Conley. Inside, Bogdanovic. Johnson with the block. And he's able to get it back. Back to O'Neal. Shot clock at 5. Outside Conley from past the arc. Beasley with the rebound. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth. Outside Russell. Down low and stolen by Bogdanovic. And here is Conley. Pass to O'Neal. Gobert against Towns. Pulls up on the elbow. And it's Gobert again missing.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Johnson. And so they foul intentionally. Two points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Timeout. Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They trail by 7. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
Going to be hard, though, Greg. I mean, they don't have much time to work with here, but we've seen crazy stuff happen in this game.
.34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bogdanovic against Beasley. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock, but they recover it. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
The three from Johnson. The rebound by the Jazz. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Williams-Goss. And so it's Utah with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Rudy, another strong performance for you guys. How good is this team playing right now?
We're playing great. It's all about defense. When we play defense, when we focus, we communicate, and after we get this stuff on offensive end.
Rudy, a great win. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.